Hello everybody and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. This is going to be just a little base preview of our former base before we moved out and then we got raided. So the base is probably no longer there. I know I can't really check, but it doesn't matter. So the roof, we just slammed turret towers all around the top, explants all around the top. Never really got finished this base, but it was formulating nice. The reason for building this base was, you just want to keep your dinos inside so they can't get shot by the sky. And, just test out some of the limitations and workarounds that could be done so you don't have to worry about like hitting build limit and stuff like that. And I gotta say, I probably could have wrapped this base around the whole entire area. So on each side, we only had 3 racks, 2 guns apiece. Use hatch frames because they could shoot like directly down below. And there's supposed to be 2 rows of explants in the front. However, I got a new explant design that works a lot better in dino defense and like giga defense and stuff like that. So that would be my next build. Be interesting. I'm mainly just I'm a dude that likes to build and raise dinos. I do raiding, but it's not really like my favorite thing to do in the game because let's just face it, the game falls apart when you get too many people all together on a server. It gets so bad that it just takes the fun away from the actual thing. If the game ran smoothly and you didn't get like constant disconnects or just mysterious disconnects and like the 5-second lag and stuff, it'd be a lot more fun. But I'm sure in time they're gonna smooth that out. The game's come a long way since I first started playing, and I think now they're more concentrating on getting their net code up to firm ability. So on this side, we've got the Diplo Dunkleodorcuses. That's what I call them. They're just a couple little egg layers. You got the turtles up top. In the second layer, this small little box that we're in, there's again 2 rows of turrets, so they can shoot at stuff, and another set of doors. So once you get your first set blown in, they gotta blow in your second set. Worked out pretty good. The Bronto shouldn't be there except for 1 berry Bronto. We have cages for all the beetles. Supposed to be 2 Fomias, Bronto, cages for the beetles. That's it. But things tend to get overcrowded quickly and it's a little dirty, but you get the gist of what this room was for. Just a couple useless dinos, your turtles, your beetles, and that'd be good. And then you come into your main room. In your main room, we had 2 rows of Rexes, all just sitting there getting XP and stuff like that. You got your fresh Gigas getting the XP. You got some of your favorite Urgents. Really like those pink Urgents. They're a nice mutation, nice color mutation. Haven't played too much. So you have the column in the center. That's more or less your last line of defense, your centerpiece. You got turrets on all 4 sides. I think 4 rows of turrets. At least 3 rows, yeah. 3 rows of turrets. You'd have a Quetzal rack, so you keep all your typical war Quetzals. If you had them, you'd stick them up there. This was the room that most people know would be my breeding room. Just a place with doors that you can close so your turrets don't blow away your dinos. And you set all your turrets in that room to just kill players only. Small crafting station because this isn't a crafting base. And how I like to do it is you go pillar and then your 2 crafting stations like the fabs or smithies, then put a ceiling panel down and put your forge right on top, and that way you can access the forge from all 4 sides. You guys can still work from all 4 sides and you don't have to bump into each other. And we did the same thing with the floating safe above the chem benches. so you can, like, you know, when you got too much gunpowder or whatever, you can move it up, move it down, not have to run around and, like, you know what I mean, I'm weighted, knock me out and drag me or any of that junk. So all these Gigas are just fresh out the gate, pretty fresh, and they're just sitting there for XP. Pretty much all the dinos in the rooms, except for the pterodons and your war quetzals, would be all fresh out the gate. And you just got them here as a staging area, so they collect XP as you craft your bullets and stuff and do things around the base. This little box room is just a couple little egg dinos that you keep in place, just to keep your kibble kind of on par as you raise things up. You can come in here, grab a couple eggs, you know, just so you're not running out of kibble. And then you got a couple derpy dinos that, you know, there's no point of having them, but you don't want to kill them. You could transfer off a little crappy reindeer or something to another server and just hop around, have some fun. We have turrets down there, and it's a triple side safe wrap. So we got safes on just the 3 sides. The Rex side we didn't put safes because they pushed the Rexes out too much and we could only have 1 row of Rexes. This back room was just mainly for Brontos and Gigas. So you put your finished Gigas up top and your Brontos down here. Now the problem with the big bases is the bigger they are, the more dinos they got, the less frames you're gonna get, and like you'll get locks, little locks here and there and stuff like that. So it kind of doesn't work in that aspect. And I mean, they're not all, none of these Brontos, most of these Brontos don't have platforms. They're just, you know, meant to grab a Bronto, upload it, and do your thing. The Allosaurs, again, you get a couple eggs off of them, but they're not really, like, don't need them. They're just free allo, so why not have them? I mean, and then this is the Giga Room, and you just put all your finished Gigas up in here, so you can choose whichever one you want to take to a raid and just upload it, and away you go. You're never short on Gigas. The center column was supposed to get turret wrapped like the other one, but we never got to it. Same with this floor, it was really lacking turrets. The little boxed in areas on each floor contained your wiring, and they had cross members every, you know, 3 or 4 tiles. You put a cross in just so if someone blew into it, they couldn't run through it. They'd have to keep blowing and blowing and blowing, which is just to slow them down. And you know, that's pretty much the gist of those little box points. And then above the little box points, we'd put a floor like this dragon floor up here. Got a big ramp so you can run the wyverns up if you can't fly them in. And we try to keep it open enough that you could just hop on the wyvern and fly right up, park it in its spot, and do its thing. Again, you got the Quetzals all sitting there, just collecting XP, doing their dance. Nothing too special. There's a couple guns up top, a couple guns below. Very open, very nice. We did get it to try out the rhinos a little bit. They're fun, but I don't think they're as fun as we thought. Yeah, these turtles, they don't belong here. They're just, you know, I think 8,500 health turtles. 1 male, rest females, just to keep pumping out the turtles. And then you got my little chill room that most people know about, because I just like to sit in a chair and do nothing. You got all the pterodons in a line. And, yeah, you know, you get 2 boxes of, we had 2 boxes up here that had your mushrooms and flowers and stuff. Pretty open concept and stuff. So that's it really. It's a simple base, just a little base that me and Funky built. We had a lot of fun building the base, and we'll build more like it. I mean, there's nothing too special about this base other than it was a good breeding base, on a good farming server. But I wouldn't recommend any players to actually play on a center map right now because the center maps are extremely broken. I'll put up a video in like a day or two. Take care and have fun. Peace. See you around the corner.